Well, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk on this Thursday morning. We've got a beautiful sunrise on our hands. Check that out. Looking good. And we're tracking a warm up for later on this week. One more time, thank you so much for joining us here on our Valley News Now desk. My name is Alex Larson. So we're going to kick things off by talking about just that. We got a warm up on the way, and I'm excited to show you the temperature that we got coming up for, I think it's tomorrow. Let's give this a check quick. I'm going to share my screen with you, see what we got going on. So here I am on the Valley News Live website. I'm over on the weather tab. So how you navigate to that, you get to the homepage, you just click weather, and there you are. Looks like Summer just updating this for us about 2 hours ago, saying she's tracking that warm up. Cooler next week with precipitation chance. So right now in Fargo, we're sitting at 31 degrees, fair conditions. And it looks like we're going to hop all the way up to 51 today, and it's going to be sunny. Isn't that beautiful? Clear night tonight. And then tomorrow, sun, then increasing clouds, 50s and 60s, strong southerly winds. So it looks like this didn't really update to our 11-day planner here. But you can see Friday, we are looking at 60 degrees. Now, I did have a summer check earlier this morning to see if that's a record. The record for tomorrow is actually, I don't have the year that it was set. Forgot to ask that far, but the record is actually 66. So we are not quite there for tomorrow, but it's going to be warm. However, it is going to be windy. Pretty unfortunate there that we're going to be seeing that wind with that warmer temperature, but it'll look great from your VNL weather app, seeing that 60 degrees. Then Saturday we're looking at 50, Sunday 41. See, and it just continues to go on down. I'm going to click here, see what we got. Weekend forecast. AM isolated showers, partly sunny and PM skies, strong northwesterly wind. Sunday we're looking at near average temperatures, so 41, that's about average for, mid-November. Sunny skies, so that's not too bad at all. And I know a lot of people have been sending us pictures of the northern lights. Our photo gallery is full of them. Please keep sending them. We love to see these. So you can see just 6 hours ago over in Roseau, Barb sending these in. How beautiful is that? Isn't that cool? And I know meteorologist Lisa Green was explaining yesterday the differences in the colors, why what we're seeing, what colors we're seeing. That was pretty interesting too. So if you want to check that out, I'm sure she's got that linked over on our Facebook page. Yeah, wow. Very pretty there. And if you've got any pictures you want to send in, head on over to our website. I showed you that weather tab, right? All I did was scroll on down. Oh, it's even right here. Right on the right-hand side of your screen. You can click there, add media, and then you can roll on from there. And remember, everything that we've got posted on our weather tab on our website also goes on our VNL weather app. You can get forecasts right at your fingertips. Our First Alert Storm team can follow you no matter where you go. You can get that radar, all those weather updates that they do that you see on Facebook. You can get your hands on those on the apps. You can get push notifications. A lot of cool features there. It's free in the App Store, easy to use. No reason not to download it. Now I'm going to move on to our news portion of this segment. President Trump is proposing 50-year mortgages to help Americans afford homes. Some officials say it can help alleviate financial stress, but are there actually benefits to this? Okay, one Fargo realtor told us that most people don't look at their first home as their forever home. So a 50-year mortgage may not be the best bet depending on your situation. While the smaller payments may seem appealing, keep in mind it's going to take longer to build equity. Again, it all depends on your future plans.
You have to look at, like, how long do I have to live in this house in order to make that work? And so that is really where this 50-year mortgage is aimed at. Because if you can afford the bigger house, then you don't need a 50-year mortgage.
And for more information on how this could impact you and your family, head on over to our VNL News app. We've got all those details for you posted there. In a controversial decision by Fargo's mayor to stop broadcasting public comments from city commission meetings has got some commissioners off guard. So starting November 24th, residents watching from home will no longer see the public comment portion of the meetings. Mayor Tim Mahoney announcing that change Monday night, saying it addresses problems with disruptive speakers. Some commissioners say, though, that they were caught off guard and believe the change violates a 2018 city policy requiring full broadcast of meetings. Commissioner Michelle Turnberg supports the mayor's decision and says the problem lies with meeting management.
This actually should fall on the chair of the meeting and the city administrator to keep the meeting in line and follow the rules. So you cannot come and talk about Palestine because I do not have my hotline hooked up to Benjamin Netanyahu and the president.
Meanwhile, Deputy Mayor Denise Kolpak submitting an agenda item for the November 24th Commission meeting to ensure the 2018 broadcast policy is honored. We will continue to follow this story for you as commissioners debate that change. And a debate over naming Fargo's new elementary school has been narrowed to 5 finalists. The school board will make their final decision after controversy erupted over one name proposed that drew both support and criticism from residents. Valley News Team's Ethan Kramer was at the school board meeting last night. He's got the top 5 finalists.
We are going to the Northside Elementary School naming process.
Fargo Public Schools is getting closer to naming its new elementary school that will replace the current Horace Mann Elementary. But before the board narrowed down the list to 5 names, 2 people spoke out about a specific name that was among the 29 finalists.
Charlie Kirk dedicated his life to empowering young people and to think critically, engage respectfully, and creatively pursue the truth.
The easiest way to politicize this process is to name it after a person. Unfortunately, we've already had one board member politicize this by putting one certain name forward.
Among the 29 finalists was Horace Mann Elementary, which received the most community submissions, followed by Charlie Kirk Elementary and Roger Maris. Board members shared their thoughts before a final 5 was selected.
My recommendation is that we prioritize the name Horace Mann for the rebuilt school.
If we were to name a school after someone who's so controversy and divisions, it could cause hurt.
After the forced ranking process concluded, the final 5 names were announced as Prairie Rose, Horace Mann, North Star, Martin Luther King Jr., and Unity Elementary. The Fargo School Board will make their final choice from these 5 names at their November 25th meeting. In Fargo, Ethan Kramer, Valley News Live.
And we, of course, here at Valley News Live, we're going to follow up with the board's decision later on this month, as well as continue tracking the progress of the new school's construction. Well, for the first time in 15 years, Devil's Lake is canceling school for football. The entire school district is shutting down tomorrow, so students and fans can make the more than 2-hour drive to watch their Firebirds compete in the Dakota Bowl. Pretty cool here. Congratulations, Firebirds. Devil's Lake Firebirds punching their tickets to the championship after a thrilling 28-27 victory over our kindred Vikings here in the area. This marks the team's first Dakota Bowl appearance in a decade and a half. Superintendent Ned Cluton says the day off will likely be counted as a storm day, allowing the community to experience this historic moment. While the school is getting excited, they say they're not getting ahead of themselves with the thoughts of a parade celebration quite yet.
Oh, we haven't had those conversations. We feel like we got to take care of business first, and we'll deal with those things on the fly if we have to. That's one of the things educators are good at, is thinking on their feet. But we'll deal with that after we take care of business on Friday, and we'll start planning something.
Firebirds will battle Minot North at the Fargo Dome. Kickoff will be about 20 minutes after the Class A game wraps on up. Well, that's about all I got for you here on this Thursday morning. Remember, you can find this streaming over on Facebook, YouTube. We've also got this, if you got the VNL News app, I can send you a push notification and it'll direct you to our live stream. So again, it's also available on our live stream, just reiterating that there. Around that 7:30 time frame, I'll fill you in on everything we got going on locally here, all the top stories that we've got throughout our region. Now, remember, we've also got shows all throughout the day, so you can catch us. I think our next show's noon, so we will see you then. Thank you so much for tuning on in to our Valley News Now desk. I will see you here on Friday tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Thursday and an even better